and I'm the fitness manager here at the Point of Baldwin Commons. I'm here today to teach afternoon abs. So, afternoon abs takes place on Mondays and Thursdays at 12:40 in the afternoon. Now, the class itself is called afternoon abs. It's 20 minutes long, but just because it's called abs doesn't mean we're not going to strengthen other parts of the body. It really is a core strengthening class. We're talking about the core from up here, upper part of your torso, on down to your knees. So what we're going to do today is get started with some exercises. It's 20 minutes long. Follow along. I'll give you different variations. Today we're going to work the core. All right, let's get started. The first exercise is the basic one that everybody knows. We're going to start out with just a standard crunch. So if you need to support that neck, you can put your hands here behind your head and just slowly crunching up. Now, all the exercises are done at your own pace. So you go at your own pace. Each exercise we'll do for a given amount of time. Sometimes it's a minute long, sometimes it might be longer, like 2 minutes. But remember, when you're doing this basic crunch exercise, focus in on the abdominal muscles. Make sure those are the ones doing the exercise. You're not pulling up with your arms behind your head. Your hands are there just for support. We're going to keep this going for about another 30 seconds. Get a little warm up. Then we'll jump into some more fun exercises. Remember, it's a short motion, just enough to get your shoulder blades just off the floor. Let's do 3 more. All right, next exercise. We're going to stay right where we're at. Feet flat on the floor. We're just going to push those hips up right here to a plank position. If you need balance, you can put your hands out to the side. I want you to hold that plank so you're a straight line from your knees down to your shoulder blades. Hold it right there. Anytime you're doing any kind of exercise where you're holding a position, remember to breathe. Try not to hold your breath. If you find this is too easy, go ahead and extend one knee straight out. Make sure those thighs are parallel with each other. And then if you'd like to, go ahead and add repetitions. So slowly letting those hips down to the floor, pushing right back up. Keep that leg extended. Give me 2 more here. Bring that leg down. Go ahead and extend the other leg. This whole time, if this is too much, remember, keep both feet on the floor. Hold that plank. And if you can add repetitions here, go for it. Two more here. Bring that leg down. Hold that plank for 10 more seconds. All right, let's go ahead and bring those hips down. Now I want you to extend those legs straight out. Extend those arms up over your head as far as you can. You're getting a good stretch. Now this next exercise is going to be a full sit-up, reaching for your toes. So it looks like this. You're all the way up. Reach for those toes, and then slowly down. Here's your exercise. As slow as you can. You can tuck that chin into your chest to take the stress off the neck. Slowly back down to the floor. Reaching up as high as you can, really get a good stretch. And all the way up again. Now, again, you go at your own pace. Remember when you're going back to the floor, go as slow as you can. And remember to breathe. We're going to do 2 more of these. You can think of each vertebrae hitting the floor separately. Nice and slow back to the floor. Right. We're going to flip it on over onto our bellies. Let's have some plank fun. So, first plank exercise. Bring those elbows right under your shoulders, right here. A lot of you have probably done a standard plank. We're going to raise those hips up off the floor, right here. Going to hold that. Again, remembering to breathe the entire time. Anytime you're holding a plank position, remember, you don't want those tushes way up high, not like this. You don't want to be the sway back forward, so you don't want to be down like this. Bring them up right here to a neutral position. That's what really works that core. Remember, if this is too much to go from your toes, you're right here at your knees, holding that plank. Again, remembering to breathe. Keep that plank going. Toes for more advanced. From your knees, if you get a little tired, just remember to try to keep holding the plank. You've got 10 more seconds. And down. All right, nice job. All right, this next exercise, I like to call them Roly-Polies. So, what you're going to do is you're going to lie on the mat at a 90-degree angle on one side. You want your hips to be centered on the mat right here. And then you're going to be Superman. So legs come up, arms come up. You can stay looking at the floor. Legs and arms up right here. Hold that for a 3 count. Then the roly-poly part of this is you're rolling to your backs. Keep your legs extended if you can. Keep your shoulder blades off the floor to a crunch position. Hold that for a 3 count. That's the advanced version. If it bothers your low back at all, keep those legs extended. Just bend those knees up. Still keep the crunch position. That takes stress off the back. We're going to roll it back to your bellies. Remember, each time, count to at least 3. And then roll to the other side. Let's keep these going. one more on each side. All right. We'll go back to another plank. Remember, whenever you're doing that roly-poly exercise, always think if you can hold the position, shoulder blades stay up. It's not a full sit-up position, just shoulder blades off the floor. Also, bend those knees if it puts any extra stress on the back to keep your legs straight. All right, next exercise. Another plank. So, a standard plank, it's going to be from the palms of your hands right here, holding out with your toes right here. Now, once you find that position, then it's going to be adding what I call toe taps. So, it's 5 toe taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then alternating the legs. Now remember, when you're doing these toe taps, consciously try to contract your tush. So, if you're keeping those legs straight, you're tightening the glutes with each repetition. If it becomes too much to hold this standard plank, remember, you can always go down to your knees right here. That's fine. The whole time, just remember to hold a plank of some sort. And remember to breathe. If you're doing your toe taps, keep them going. We're almost there on this plank. Keep the toe taps going. One more on each side. Nice job. All right. Next exercise, we'll be lying flat on the floor again. I like to call this, we're close to the midpoint of the class, I like to call this a little bit of an active rest. So, arms straight up over your head again. Instead of going the full sit-up like we did earlier, it's straight leg lifts. So, I'm going to use my left leg first. Left leg comes up. Right hand up and over toward that toe. And then slowly down. Remember, you do not need to touch the toe. You just have to reach up high enough to get your shoulder blade off the floor with each rep. So again, when one leg comes up, you reach up and over with the opposite hand. So left leg, right hand. Right leg, left hand. And most importantly, nice and controlled, slowly back to the floor. Keep these going. One more on each side. All right. Give you a little rest for your upper body. We're going to turn around and go right into another plank variation. All right. So on this plank, You're starting out on all fours, right here, okay? Now the key on this one is you're keeping your toes right where they're at, see that 90 degree at my knees, and you're just lifting your knees off the floor, just like this. Okay, so it's just barely off the floor. And you're holding that plank position. As always, anytime you hold an exercise or hold a position, you're breathing. Keep that plank going, knee just barely off the floor. Anytime you get tired on this type of exercise, drop those knees down, hold that standard plank right here. The key is on these is to keep them going. So if you get tired in the original position, go to a varied position so it's a little easier, but you're still getting the workout. I want you to hold that plank for 5 more seconds. Good. All right, next exercise. We're back onto our, on the floor, lying sideways this time. So, let's work those obliques, okay? A side plank will work the obliques on the underside facing the floor. So a standard side plank, you can go from your knees right here. Make sure your elbows directly under your shoulder. You're going to raise those hips so you're a straight line from your head down to your knees. And hold that position. If you're more advanced, you can extend those feet out. Make sure your feet are stacked one on top of the other. And bring those hips up right here. The main thing is to hold that plank. And again, anytime you're holding, you're breathing. Let's go 10 seconds on this side. And down. All right. We did one side, let's do the other one. So, when you switch it over, again, making sure that elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. If you need to bend those knees, you're right here. Hips come up. Holding that plank and breathing. You can even reach under to feel those obliques. Believe me, they're working. They're contracted right there. Let's keep that going. Ten seconds. We've got 2 more exercises to go. First one, we did do this earlier. What I want you to do is hold that plank, feet flat on the floor, raising those hips up, hold it right here. Now this time, you should be a little fatigued. I know I am. You can do some repetitions. Again, hips down, all the way up. You can keep both feet on the floor. If you're like, fatigued, what are you talking about? Go ahead and extend that one leg and do one leg repetitions. If you're doing one leg repetitions, do 3 more on the side you're working on, and switch. Keep these going. I need 3 more reps. we've got one more exercise. The last exercise is the dreaded V-sit. So, on the V-sits, what you want to do is bend those knees, heels on the floor, okay? Arms straight out. What you're going to do is attempt to lift both heels off the floor and balance right here on your tush. Now, if this is too difficult, think of doing 5-second intervals. Put one heel down for 5 seconds, and then alternate. You've got 10 more seconds. And you're done. All right, that was our last exercise. Quick stretching, easy stretches after working the core. Obviously your low back's been working quite a bit. I want you to bring both knees up to your chest and relax right there. Just pull your knees up and relax. Now, if you have some good stretches that you like to do, by all means, go ahead and do those. We like to hold each stretch for at least a 10 count, probably longer if you have time. And then feet flat on the floor, arms straight out, just a simple T-stretch. All you're doing here is slowly rotating your hips. Only rotate your hips as far as you can while still keeping your shoulder blades on the floor. And slowly turn in the other direction and relax. Like I said, that'd be the minimal amount of stretching you want to do. For the afternoon abs class, again, it's about a 20-minute class. We meet on Mondays and Thursdays at 12:40. It'll be similar to what you saw today. We usually have some cool music pumping in the background, so always feel free to play your own music at home, obviously. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you at the point.